Today we're taste testing and reviewing the Big Arch and the Big Mac, comparing the two and finding out which one is McDonald's king burger. Or in this case, product, as they would say. Let's take a look at the Big Arch. Excuse me, I had an itch there. The Big Arch. It's just comparing it to the Big Mac already with the box, already significantly bigger. But will it taste better? Will their taste buds be bang? Will it be better? And just opening it up, it is a lot different with the seeds, at least. They got the poppy seeds and sesame seeds. I think Big Mac just has the sesame seeds. Got the lettuce on there just like the Big Mac would. Let me see if I can get a side profile there. There it is. There it is. I'm pretty sure it's 2 beef patties, 3 slices of cheese. I think the cheese is it white cheddar? It's got pickles, at least 2 on there, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 pickles. Crispy onions. I think the onions are like on the bottom here. And then with that, with the lettuce and then the special sauce, this Arch sauce is actually different from the Big Mac sauce. This sauce in the Big Arch is something they haven't used before, I think, and it's more tomato based and less pickly based, whereas the Big Mac is not as tomato based. It's more mayo based, and I believe has some dill in there, but this is significantly way bigger. I'm trying to figure out, let me take this out of the box here. Okay, there's the crispy onion. All right, there it is. It's at the bottom. It's on the bottom. They put it at the bottom, and there's not a ton. Let me grab one here just to show you what the crispy onions are. Grab 2. So that's the crispy onions. That's what they look like. Oh yeah, they smell like onions. So I'm excited to just try this product and let y'all know what I think of it overall. Do I think it would dethrone the Big Mac or not? You can hear my dog sniffing in the background. He's wanting a taste of it too. All right. First off, though, I got to do the CEO product bite. So let me do that first. You know the rules. All right, that's good. That's it. That's all it is. Little Squidward bite. That's just got a McDonald's unique and distinct taste already, I can tell. But all right, let's actually dive into this. I want the sauce. I want it all. Interesting. It's what I can tell right away. The sauce compared to the Big Macs, it's more tangy. It's probably because it's more tomato based is why it would be more tangy, but you can definitely taste that difference. There we go. I got some onion. It's interesting. Like, I'm not going to try to overhype it or anything. I'm just going to give it to you straight. It's a very good burger. I mean, McDonald's they scientifically modify things to make it taste how you want it to taste. It's a burger that, I'm trying to describe it. The onions are strong in it. That was a significant selling point to it. The sauce itself, it's more like, I don't want to keep using like a tomato base, but It is. It reminds me of like if you go to a sit-down restaurant and kind of have that kind of sauce with those crispy onions on it. I think that's the route they're kind of going with it. But yeah, that is good. I mean, I definitely could eat all of that, and that's a big burger. I want to see how it stacks up against the Big Mac. The sauce, compared to the Big Mac sauce, I can't wait to compare it. Because this one's more like tangy, more sweet. Whereas I think the Big Mac sauce is going to be a lot different in terms of hitting you in a way which it coats the palates and gives you that like stingy ting. This one's just tangy in general, where it just goes down more smooth. This is more of like if you ever drink Coke and it just pow hit ya. But let me cleanse the palate here. Yeah, definitely a ketchup kind of base sauce. So if you guys aren't big into the dill kind of base sauce for the Big Mac, I'd recommend then that you go with the Big Arch. You can always remove the onions, the fried onions, but in my opinion, they make that burger kind of more of a restaurant style burger, which is what they were going for. Do I think it will dethrone the Big Mac? I don't know, man. The Big Mac itself, it just looks interesting, right? Classic. I mean, you look at that and you're just like, that's a Big Mac. It is classic. That's classic McDonald's. The bun, the patty, which is funny though. You look at the patty here. Look how much smaller that is. I mean, that is significantly smaller than the Big Arch. So just on that base alone, the Big Mac's not going to win the patty war. But the look of it is just like very unique and very signature to McDonald's. I actually, look at me smelling a burger. I actually think that the Big Arch smells better too when you're just comparing the two. Like if I was hungry and I'm smelling a burger, I'd much rather smell the Arch. This smells more bland to me. But I know the taste isn't bland, so let's dive in the Big Mac, baby. It's got the American cheddar cheese. I think it's got dried onions, white onions. That's signature sauce of the Big Mac sauce, not the Arch sauce. The lettuce and the smaller patties with 3 buns. That sauce is hard to beat. That Big Mac sauce, if you like it and it speaks to you, which it does to me, that sauce is hard to beat. Let me take one bite of the Arch again, even though it's like falling apart here. Okay. I made up my mind on the sauces already. Me personally, I still am rocking, and maybe it's just because of the nostalgia of me growing up on it. I'm still rocking with the Big Mac sauce. In terms of burger size and everything else, though, outside of sauces, I think the Arch beats it. It's bigger, more flavorful because it's bigger. The cheese itself has a different, unique, distinct taste. The onions, they're more fried. They're different. The lettuce is still there. You get the pickles that are still there. The poppy seed and sesame seed, I don't really see much of and taste much of a difference. Texture-wise, I don't even notice. So that's just, to me, whatever. Man. But, one last bite. I think the Big Arch is good. You got to remember, it costs more, too, than the Big Mac. Overall, though, I'm going to stick with the OG, the Big Mac, as the winner. But the Big Arch is available, and it's decent. Let me know what y'all think when you try it. Tune in next time for Big Brutus Bites, baby. Oh, I forgot to give a rating. If I have to give a rating, let me give a rating for the Big Arch before I go. The Big Mac to me is like probably a 9 out of 10 or a 8.7, around there. I'll say 8.7 for the Big Mac. For the Big Arch, 8.0. I'll give it an 8.0. Decent out of 10, but 8.0 for the Big Arch, 8.7 for the Big Mac. It does not beat the Big Mac in my opinion. Still a decent burger and an overall decent product that McDonald's is trying to change and make the game different. So I appreciate it. Tune in next time for Big Brutus Bites.